Namaste yogis, welcome to the mat and welcome to this online coven. So if you are new here today, yay, welcome. My name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and thank you for allowing me to guide you today in today's flow to honor the full moon. So as the full moon is obviously the brightest of the lunar phase and it reflects the sun's rays, we are going to be working with both the lunar power and also solar power. So looking at playing around with the Manipura chakra, so the solar plexus chakra, looking at harnessing a little bit of core, finding that inner fire, finding that empowerment and connecting with Mother Moon above. So in today's 30-minute flow, we are going to flow with some twist, looking at our Surya Namaskara B, finding some strength in the legs and coming into a gorgeous little Shavasana. So you can grab anything to make your practice either more supportive with some yoga blocks or some witchy stuff, maybe crystals, candles, incense, sage, anything that you'd like. But give yourself a few minutes, get yourself sorted, and I will meet you back here so we can honor the full moon. Okay, my darlings, to begin today's flow, you're going to come straight away into a child's pose. So bring the big toes together, take the knees wide and settle the body down. And as you find your way here, I'm going to light my sage and I'm going to start to create a really gorgeous sacred space for all of us today, meeting as a collective coven on the mat. So maybe if you have sage or incense around, you can choose to light it now with me. But if you don't, no worries. Know that I'm sending this cleansing smoke all the way from my mat to yours. Creating a really gorgeous circle around our mats today. A circle of protection, of healing, connecting all our energies as yogis and as witches, as we come together to honor Mother Moon. So if you're in your child's pose here, we're just going to begin to deepen our breath, feeling every inhale and every exhale that we take. Starting to slow the breath down here. And if that forehead is on the mat, maybe you begin to roll it from left to right, starting to wake up your third eye now. Letting it bring you clarity, bring you wisdom for this flow, and also for this gorgeous full moon. So the full moon is a time to celebrate life. It's a time to embrace our power. It's a time to harvest all the hard work that we've committed to maybe during the new moon period. So as I said today, opening up that Manipura chakra, so working with the solar plexus, creating space and strength in the body, but peace in the mind. Beautiful. Bringing the head back to the center. On your next inhale, we gently extend the press the hands to the mat and roll to our tabletop position. But from our tabletop, we're going to drop onto the forearms and begin to take some variation of a cat-cow stretch. So on your inhale, we drop the chest, take the gaze as high as you can go. On your exhale, curve the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Beautiful, making this movement out a few more times. So inhaling to drop that chest, exhaling to curve. Not only starting to find space in the spine, but also starting to find some upper body strength. Yes, and without rushing, the next time you curve the spine, we're going to bring the ears between the triceps. You can stay here, or maybe you start to move a little bit deeper with the upper body strength by coming into a variation of dolphin pose. Lift those hips to the sky, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down, keep the toes tucked as we roll the body to hero's pose, beginning to take a few rolls of the shoulders one direction. Yes, moving and taking it in the other. Maybe bring some head movement in here, nod the head yes, shake it no. Wake up that neck, toes are starting to ache from this gorgeous little foot stretch. And then when you're ready from here, hands come back to the mat, tabletop. We untuck the toes, give them a little bit of a pat out here, yes. Before we tuck the toes under, hip bones come to the sky, making your way to your first down dog. So start to spread those fingers, middle fingers, faces towards the top of the mat. Tuck the last rib in and we push the hip bones higher to the sky. Maybe you come straight away into stillness in your down dog, or maybe like me, you start to bend one knee, you start to bend another. Beautiful. And as I said, we're going to be working through a few rounds of Sur Namaskara B, so Sun Salutations B. Looking at chair pose, looking at warrior one. Starting to find that heat within. So when you're ready from here, we gaze between the thumbs. Maybe take one big step, maybe take a couple little steps to bring yourself to the top of the mat. On your inhale, we gaze forward to straighten the back. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing, float those arms overhead, and then bring them back to heart center. This time, we're going to take the hands to just below the ribs, where our solar plexus chakra is located. And just taking one hand on top of another, roll back the shoulders, come to relax a little bit in your Tandasana, so your mountain pose here. Standing tall, standing proud, feet rooted to the earth beneath us. Crown chakra shining all the way up to the full moon. Feeling at one with the elements around us. Feeling our inner magic start to come to the surface. And as I said, we're going to take 3 rounds of Sur Namaskara B before coming into a little bit of twists. So when you're ready, we blink the eyes open. On your inhale, we send the hands nice and high to the sky. Separate the palms here. Exhale to sit low to chair pose. Tucking that tailbone under very slightly. Keep the arms high, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward to straighten the back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back one leg, step back another. Maybe for the first vinyasa, you drop those knees, bend the elbows close to the chest. Inhale, find your way, upward dog, find length through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, come back to down dog. Beautiful. This time from our down dog, we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale to first send right leg to the sky. Exhale to step between the thumbs. Now you can choose to come to high lunge, or you can follow me to warrior one by stepping the left toes off to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, arms come overhead, square off the hips, bend into the front knee. Exhale, hands frame the front foot, step to plank, knees up, knees down, find your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hip bones high, down dog. Straight away, big toes come to touch. Inhale, we float left leg to the sky. Exhale, step between the thumbs. Find your way to either high lunge or warrior one. Square the hips off, hands come high. We inhale. We exhale to frame the front foot, step to plank, take a vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, 5 breaths here. Maybe finding stillness, maybe finding movement. But starting to slow down the breath here. For 3, for 2, for 1, beautiful gaze between the thumbs, walking, stepping, jumping our way to the top of the mat. Inhale, we gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing, arms come overhead. And then back to heart center. 1 round done, 2 more to go. Starting to feel that heat in the body. Don't know why I danced there, but starting to feel. If you're new to my channel, please come back. This is how chaotic and awkward I am. In every video, it's a laugh. So 2 more rounds to go. We inhale, take the hands high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, sit low, chair pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward to straighten that back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back 1 leg, step back another. You can skip any vinyasas you want, or you lower the knees, but meeting back in down dog when you're ready. Beautiful. Once you're back in down dog, we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step between the thumbs. High lunge or warrior one. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, frame the front foot, step to plank, knees up, knees down. Take your vinyasa. Beautiful, meet back in down dog, big toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, we step between the thumbs. High lunge or low lunge, sweep those arms to the sky. Yes, exhale, frame the foot. Step to plank. Take your chosen vinyasa. Beautiful, meeting back in down dog when you're ready. Hip bones come high. So 5 breaths in down dog, but you're welcome to drop the knees to a child's pose if you want to rest here. Remembering this is your practice. This is your connection with Mother Moon. We just got 1 more round to go. So hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1, gaze between the thumbs, walking, stepping, jumping. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up, arms flow overhead, and then back to heart center. Final round when you're ready. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, sit low to chair pose. Maybe sitting a centimetre lower than you did before. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Inhale, we gaze forwards. Exhale, step back, jump back to your plank, and take your vinyasa. Beautiful. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hip bones come high to the sky. Down dog. From your down dog, big toes come to touch. We inhale, right leg floats to the sky. Exhale, step it between the thumbs, finding your way either to high lunge or warrior one, bend into the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step to plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck those toes. Down dog. Taking it to the other side, big toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg floats to the sky. Exhale, step between the thumbs. Find your way, warrior one or high lunge. Arms come high, square the hips off. Beautiful, you've got it. We inhale, exhale, frame the front foot. Step to plank, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hip bones come briefly to the sky. Yes, before we drop the knees down, bring the big toes to touch, and we find our way into, can't breathe, into our child's pose. Maybe even get an extra stretch of the shoulders by bringing the hands to touch, and take prayer hands overhead. Using this time in your child's pose to catch your breath, feel the heat. We have activated our Manipura chakra. So we're going to play around with twists to detoxify the body, ready to help us release anything that no longer serves us, ready to welcome in all the delicious blessings that the full moon would like to give us. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, we place the hands on the mat, and we're going to roll the body into our tabletop position. This time we bring the knees to touch, and we're going to step the left foot just outside of the left hand. And we're going to move to a lizard pose. So from here, we tuck those back toes under to lift the leg all the way up. You can stay here and lift the lizard, or you can follow me by opening onto the side of the left foot. Send the right heel over to the right hand side. Left arm comes up and overhead. Beautiful. You've got it. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With control, we pivot on the tippy toes at the back. We wiggle the left foot between the thumbs. Maybe you choose to lower the back knee now, or you stay with me. As we inhale, find our way all the way to our high lunge. Exhale, take a little awkward twist over to the left hand side. Keeping the hips squared to the top of the mat. Inhale, float the arms overhead. Exhale, take a twist over to the right hand side. This time, pivot that back foot to briefly come in to a warrior 2, so bend to that front knee. Yes, with gorgeous movement, we inhale, float the arms overhead, pivot on the back tippy toes. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Find your prayer twist, hook at the right elbow over that left knee, gaze towards the back of the mat. As we inhale, exhale, lower the back knee down. Bring the hands to heart center. Now you can drop those hands to the mat at any point, but we lift the front leg up. And as we extend it, we gently find our way to a half split here. Holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, yes. For 1, bend into the front knee, frame the front foot. We lift the back leg up, step first to plank, and then take your chosen vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, we come back briefly into our tabletop, knees come to touch. Let's step the right foot outside of that right hand. We tuck the back toes under to lift the leg up. Coming into our lifted lizard, stay here, or open the right foot to the side. Extend the left heel over to the left hand side. Reach up and overhead. Lifted lizard, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We relax the right hand down, pivot on the back toes. This right foot shuffles between the thumbs. Maybe you choose to drop the back knee here, or you can stay with me. Find your way. Nice and slowly into high lunge. Beautiful. Bend into that front knee. From here we inhale. Exhale, awkward twist over to the right hand side. Bring those arms to a T shape. Inhale, arms float overhead. Exhale, taking that twist to the left hand side, but pivot that back foot to come briefly into a warrior 2. Inhale, float those arms overhead. Pivot first to a high lunge before hands come to heart center. Hook left elbow, right knee, gaze to the back of the mat. With control, we lower the back knee down. Engage the core to come to the center. Lift the front toes up. Find your way to that half split. Yes. Holding for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, my loves. Have hands frame the front foot. Tuck the back leg under. First we step to plank, and then we take our final vinyasa. Inhale to upward dog. On your exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes. Briefly coming back to our down dog. Say goodbye to this pose here by maybe nodding the head yes, shaking it no, wiggling those hips, anything at all. Beautiful. And if you have jumped through in your practice, you can jump through. Or maybe you bring the right knee to the right wrist, lower the leg down, step the left leg on top, and we gently make our way to a seated pose here. You can use any blocks, any bolsters to support you. But on your inhale, we seat those arms nice and high overhead. Exhale, take a twist to the left-hand side. Right hand, left knee, spine gorgeously long. Inhale, float those arms back overhead. Exhale, we twist to the right-hand side. Left hand, right knee. Inhale, arms float back overhead. This time, the left hand's going to come to the mat beside us, but we're not going to put all our weight into the hand. We're actually going to move onto those fingertips here. Start to bend the elbow, reach the right arm up and overhead, feeling that side body stretch. Inhale, roll through center, right fingertips come to the mat. We sweep the left arm up and overhead, bend the elbow. Beautiful. Gently bring the body to the center, hands come to the knees, and we're going to take some shoulder rolls here. Rolling in one direction, rolling in another. Beginning to make a fist, take some wrist rolls, roll the head. Any kind of movement here that you know your body needs, tune into how that body is feeling. Beautiful. Before hands come back to the knees, and we simply Find our way to lie all the way on the back. Hug the knees nice close to the chest and give yourself a few little rocks from side to side, massaging the spine into the mat. One final twist before we end. We're going to hug the left knee nice and close. Relax the right leg down. On our inhale, we lift the shoulders, lift the head, squeeze this knee close. Exhale, relax the head down, guide the left knee across the body to the right hand side, remembering the goal is not to bring the knee to the mat. The goal is to keep both shoulders down. Inhale, left knee comes to center, switch sides. Bend the right knee close. Extend the left leg. On your inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the head, give yourself a squeeze. And then exhale to guide this knee across the body. Inhale to the center. Extend both legs, sweep those arms up and overhead. A really gorgeous, nourishing, full body stretch here. Recognizing the space that you've created in the body, all the tension you've released. How your body is glowing from the energy you created in your practice and glowing from the rays of the full moon. Now to come to Shavasana, you can keep the legs extended or you can bend the knees, bring the bottom of the feet to touch and move to butterfly legs. Whatever feels good to you. But once you've found your way here, we take a gorgeous deep inhale. And a long sigh. All the way out. Beginning to calm the body down, relax those thoughts. Giving yourself permission to simply exist here in the present moment, on the sacred space of the mat, coming together as a collective coven. Making those exhales longer than your inhales as you send them all the way to the base of the belly. And you can stay here in Shavasana, my darlings, for as long as you like, maybe even allowing yourself to fall asleep, that's okay. But if you're ready to come out with me, you very gently bring the knees to touch and we find our way to one side of our mat, keeping the eyes closed and the head heavy as we lift the body into a comfortable seated position. Roll back the shoulders and take the hands to heart center. Closing this circle and closing this practice today as a collective coven with one final breath in. And one final breath out, bowing low with gratitude to ourselves for coming to the mat, to those who joined us here today, and as always from me to you, thanking you for trusting me with your practice. Now remember, you can flow with me 3 times a week. over on my YouTube channel. And maybe if you enjoyed this full moon practice, you could take a look at my Yoga for Witches playlist, which is right here. Or if you haven't subscribed yet, I would 100% appreciate a subscribe by clicking this little box here. Now I hope that worked with those boxes that pop up, or else this was utterly pointless. But thanking you so much for meeting me here today, sending so much love, so much full moon blessings, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Blessed be.